Elizabeth Williams is going to bring a lot of maturity, a lot of activity, and a lot of mobility to the Chicago Sky in this new rendition. Whether that's her on the ball containing the post, whether that's her out on the perimeter defending against opposing front court pieces that might be operating as handoff hubs or things of that nature and delay offenses, or whether she's in her drop up to the level or potentially even hedging out and things of that nature. She's gonna infuse all types of athleticism and activity into this new rendition. So as we kind of dive into some of the film here, we're going to see her do a handful of those things. So this first play here, we're going to see her fire off an errant pass to Tosh Cloud. And this is going to end up being a steal. But look at Elizabeth Williams as she's behind the ball off of the pass. So as the ball is picked up, she's already a half step behind. And then we're going to see her sprint back into the picture. Does a great job of splitting the difference between two in transition. And then you can see her do the peek over the shoulder to see who it is that's over there and when that pass might be coming. So she starts to slow down, to cut that angle down. As the pass goes, she does a great job rotating over to a perfect spot to then contest. And then does a great job absorbing the contact first without fouling. Important to note, without fouling. Absorbs the hit and then gets up vertically and then just absolutely rejects this. Gets the possession as well, and then has the wherewithal, the IQ, the awareness to not just get the block and knock it out of bounds. Get the block, retain possession, have her head up automatically, and then finds Tosh to finish it and right their wrongs from how this play started. Just an all-impressive play here from Elizabeth Williams. And then now we're going to get into some of her half-court defense. So I mentioned that her base is drop coverage. She's more so up to touch on this one. As you can see, as Destiny gets ready to come off, her hand's already out. She's up to touch, so she's really shrunken the space conceded in her drop here, and then she drops back. So you can see she does a great job of understanding again. One of the biggest things with Williams is going to be her discernment in her drop coverage and the maturity with her reads defensively. So a lot of things that a lot of younger bigs would do here is help over too much, and then that's going to concede an advantage to then allow for the fever to play out of. But because Elizabeth Williams, again, she just has great discernment defensively. She's doing a great job. She realizes that Rui has done a good job navigating over, so she doesn't overhelp. She allows for her to get back into the picture, phase back to allow her to play defense and contain the ball the way that she already was, and then comes over to put the fire out and help and gets the block. And then here is going to be another scenario where she's putting the fire out. She's a firefighter out there defensively. She's going to always be there as a low help or as the primary defender or in drop coverage or in other types of schemes defensively. She's going to always be ever present when it comes to putting out fires that might be started. This is a good job in containment here, but she's going to come over to help and clean this up and put that fire out from a potential basket being made. And then here we're going to see she's in drop coverage again. This time it's in transition. It's like a little drag screen here. She's in a little drop. She does a good job with her activity. It's not just dropping over and just being in the way, but if she allows for this pass to get through without having high hands and high hand activity even more so, that's a layup for Alyssa Thompson. That's why DeWanna Bonner throws this pass. But because Elizabeth Williams, again, is so active and aware defensively, she's able to get her hands in the passing lane and take this, what would have been a basket for the Sun, away and generate a transition opportunity for the Mystics. And another thing that she does extremely well is defending again in the post. We're going to see Jonquel doesn't have a clean handle on this pass here. She gets it from Courtney Williams, Elizabeth Williams' new teammate. They also played in Atlanta together for a couple of seasons. She's going to take this errant pass and errant catch, and she's going to completely discard of it. It's just the little things that Elizabeth Williams is going to bring to the Chicago Sky defensively that's going to really help them generate opportunities to play in transition. You don't always get to play in transition off of missed baskets, but if you can force turnovers and just cause events defensively, you're going to really give yourself a chance to play in the open floor the way you want to. And that's something that Elizabeth Williams is really going to infuse into this new Chicago Sky rendition.